Fanon Stuff. We're in part 4, meaning it's the fandom stuff, where all the batshit crazy stuff will happen. Let's see how Sanae will fare against the fans. Since the release of UFO in Hiso Tensoko, Sanae's popular image has shifted from soft-spoken and demure to markedly eccentric with her knowledge of robots, anime, and enthusiasm for aliens. Mountain of Faith hinted at this eccentric streak long before UFO came out, but since this happened only in the endings, it remained relatively obscure. Sanae's appearance in Subterranean was unexpected by many. Due to that, the fact that she says, "You can't let yourself be held back by common sense and Gensokyo, right?" and her Miracle Fruit spell card sounding cute and girly while all of her other spell cards from Mountain of Faith sounds much more stoic has earned her the nickname of Fruits, based on the Sweets LOL label, which I'll be showcasing on the screen. It's referring to airheaded girls who follow fads without really understanding them. In other words, Sanae is seen as kind of a ditz. Sanae's ditziness is somewhat supported by the title she got in Walden Horn Hermit, Superficial and Shallow Human. Like I said, the titles don't hold back any punches. Another nickname among the Japanese fans is whatever I'm posting. It says, yeah, whatever is up there. Upon of this, Zettai Yuru Sanae, literally meaning absolutely unforgiving. This is due to her aggressiveness towards yokai, particularly Kogasa. The nickname is usually combined with a picture of her smug expression from UFO against a yellow and red striped background, the flag of Macedonia, which is a parody of a famous meme of Futaba channel, Magi, a serious reply to a troll/joke post. I wonder if this picture would suffice. Some fans have diagnosed Sanae as suffering from Shinonobu. Okay, that's a good one. Dekomori Sanae and her Mjolnir hammer ready to go. Since Sanae is originally from the outside world, some fans draw her in a schoolgirl uniform. Makes sense. By extension, this results in Sanae being shown as flirty, if not outright forward in doujin, and is a factor behind her having a curvy figure, modern eating compared to Gensokyo's more traditional fare. The other being her divine ancestry. The Flirt Master is here. Due to Sanae's outfit being similar to Reimu, fans often refer to her as Player 2 Reimu or 2P Reimu, a character who, just like in most computer games, will take over Reimu's position if Reimu, as Player 1, is knocked out. It makes it more fun that there is an alternate palette of Reimu that resembles Sanae's outfit. With Reimu's red outfit and Sanae's green hair, there are even running gags equating the two shrines with Mario and Luigi. That's something you've definitely seen, alright? Have you ever heard of Sanae is a good girl? If you have, then you can thank the doujin work Cold Wind but Warm Winter by Happy Flame Time. I'm not even doing a top 5 Touhou doujin works and Happy Flame Time still shows up. Speaking of that, I should probably make a new episode in the future. Anyway, this meme, mostly from the English speaking community, came to be from page 29 of it. Here Sanae is getting her head patted while being called a good girl. The meaning to this could go two ways. It could be speaking in its literal sense, or it could indicate that Sanae is a naughty girl in questionable contents. Knowing the community, it's going the latter. I mean, when you got shit like this, I'd be surprised if Sanae wasn't portrayed otherwise. Some Western Touhou fans have noticed that when Sanae moves horizontally in UFO, her poses resemble Superman. In fact, if you played Legacy, you'll still see that pose. Gotta read them comics, am I right? What does Sanae and Aya have in common, aside from appearing in the same game? Apparently, they're both Zun's girlfriend. It's best not to ask. Because of Sanae's appearance in numerous titles, many fans in the West have drawn parallels with her to Aya and refer to her as Zun's other girlfriend. In addition, since Sanae is often seen as somewhat ditzy and large-chested, as well as the fact that she is strongly associated with both the Miko and Squirrel Girl fetishes, various Japanese fans, including a number of doujin artists, also portray her in a similarly lascivious manner. Gotta love the fans there! The backlash is very slight but longer lasting compared to with Aya, mostly from people who are annoyed at the lack of Sakya and those that are incredibly annoyed at how the Moria Shrine is gaining plot relevance. Considering that their appearance practically spawned 2 games, I can see why. This has some people mockingly joke that Sanae will become the new main character. The day that happens, Zune will give up beer. So highly unlikely. The revelation that Sanae isn't playable in Hopeless and DDC has raised a few questions from fans, particularly as fans were expecting her in the former due to its religion-based plot as mentioned earlier. UFO and Hiso Tensoko have made Sanae rather popular, though the true extent is hard to tell, as she's been placed below the top 10 in recent popularity contests. We'll be using the 10th, 11th, and 12th popularity contests to prove it. In the 10th, she was 11th, the 11th contest she was 12th, in the 12th contest she still remained in 12th. She's still high no doubt, but just not there. Pairings. As with any fandom, you gotta have pairings, and Sanae is no exception. To start off, let's bring the OG Shrine Maiden here, Reimu and Sanae, or Rei Sana. Could be said that it simply comes from the fact that the two are both Shrine Maidens. But the Mountain of Faith dialogues might bear some leads for it. It was the only popular pairing for Sanae before Kogasa and Sanae came about, which is another pairing you'll learn soon. The phrase Rei Sana no Michi wa Ayumu, I walk the path of Rei Sana, is commonly used to express support for Rei Sana. Armpit supports for life. The next pairing is kinda a 3-way with her 2 goddesses, Suiko and Kaneko. Kaneko, Suiko, and Sanae or Kanasana are Suwasana. Kaneko is dominant over Suiko, having taken control of Suiko's shrine by force, and Sanae is often depicted as being a level-headed shrine maiden who tries to keep both of her goddesses' antics under control. Featuring the only male character that isn't a cloud is Rinosuke. Rinosuke and Sanae are Sa-Rin. Rinosuke is half human, half yokai, the major theme here. In Sanae's case, Rinosuke is heavily interested in items and matters of the outside world, and because Sanae is from the outside, she would be the most interested or know the most about the things he carries. Another pairing would involve Zune's other girlfriend, Aya! Aya and Sanae, or Aya-sana. The origin of Tengu is the god Sarota Hiku, and the origin of Miko is the goddess Ama no Uzumi. According to mythology, these two were a married couple. As a result of this lineage, we have this pairing between the Tengu Aya and the Miko Sanae. Both have wind-based powers and are bosses of stage 4 and 5 respectively in Mountain of Faith. This pairing was popularized by Pastel Tell. The phrase Aya-sana wa Fujin no Matataki, Aya-sana is the wink of a wind god, is commonly used to declare support for this pairing. Wind power for days! While talking about Tengu, let's switch it to another one, Wolf Style. Sanae and Momiji, or Sana Momi. The two never met in the game and have no direct relation, but share a common feature of being within Mountain of Faith and living in Yokai Mountain, and does actually live quite similarly. The last pairing will be Sanae and Kogasa, or Kogasana. The pairing that has become somewhat popular due to the fact that Sanae said harsh things to Kogasa in the dialogue of UFO. While nowhere near as popular as Reimu and Sanae, it is still extremely well known, especially thanks to the work like Hitoshi Mizuki's Hanging There Kogasa-san. 106 pages in Danburo as of now. Fuck! The phrase Kogasana wa ori no ai gasa, Kogasana is my shared umbrella, is commonly used to declare support for this pairing. I kinda feel sorry for Kogasa if she's getting abused apparently. But yeah, that completes the character profile for Sanae Kochiya. I hope you guys enjoyed learning about our second Shrine Maiden. With Sanae completed, it means playable command is finished for me. At least the human side to it anyway. The question now is who to work on. I remember seeing Raisin and it makes sense since she's also part of playable command now after Legacy. But I'm sure there are others who might want a different character. So here's how we're going to do it. You guys post in the comments on who should get their next profile. Any character you want. Based on that, I'll pick the one the majority wants. Before we end it off, what facts about Sanae did you enjoy the most? Would you like Sanae to cast a miracle where you could have snow during the summer? Do you think Sanae would be a good Pokemon player? Or do you think Sanae is a good girl? Good enough to be on a bloody boxer anyway? If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe. Or else Sanae may come with the Hiso Tensoko and smoke my ass. And that's not a pleasant thing. $20 on that. Like always, this is Magi and thanks again for watching.